Alright, we're doing this one in landscape mode, and I shaved, and I don't like it, so I want my beard back. I'm going to go get some glue, and we'll be good to go. So this is actually from last night. I was just so busy that I never even had a chance to make the video last night. It was going to be one of those nights, just slow. You know, I mean, it was Thursday, it's the off season, and, you know, I mean, I had this drunk dude who, like, thought the fact that I made a U-turn in one of these vans in a really tight area was, like, the most amazing thing ever, and he, like, nearly died. He was laughing so hard. Like, he was, like, choking to death and laughing, and it was funny. I mean, I don't even think the U-turn part was funny, but his reaction to the U-turn was hilarious, and therefore I was laughing and crying, and it was awesome. It was great. I mean, it wasn't some lady jumping out of my car while I was trying to move. If you haven't watched that video, watch that video. I mean, you don't get to see her, but holy crap. Just sitting around doing nothing, and one of our drivers goes to pick up somebody leaving work at a hotel over on the beach side, and says, "Hey, there's another set of guys here that need to be picked up as well. You know, whoever wants to get it, come get it." So I'm like, whatever, I'll go get it. I was actually trying to get one of our other drivers who hadn't made any money at all. I was like, "Dude, go take it." He's like, No, I'm done for tonight." I was like, all right, whatever. So I go pick up these guys, and the first thing they're like, "Hey, can we smoke in the cabs?" I'm like, nope, cannot smoke in the cab. And they go, "Even for like $20?" I'm like, dude, no, can't do it. Sorry, you know, not worth losing my job over $20. And they're like, "You know what? We like you. We're gonna take you anyway." I was like, all right, whatever. So they thought we'd take them to the Shark Lounge, which is like a strip club. It's like 40 feet away from where they are. I mean, they could have like spit on it. So like, all right, yeah, sure, you know, hop in. So we get there, and it's closed because it's like, you know, 2:40, which, I mean, they should still be open, but all the lights are off and all that kind of stuff. And so then they're like, well, where are the girls effing at? And not like, you know, like literally they wanted to get laid. And I'm like, I don't know. We have an after hours club. I could take you up there, but it's Thursday night. No way to know if it's going to be any good or not. And so the guy just like peels off 220s and just hands them to me. He goes, "I need you to drive me around for the night." I'm like, all right, no problem. So the story is, the older dude, the guy with all the money, he'd just gotten off a train, an 18-hour train ride from somewhere up in New England all the way down here, and he was ready to go. He wanted to drink beer, and he wanted to get laid. He wanted to do a fat girl.
Driver number 51.
So I was like, all right, hey, you know, good for you and the fat girl, I guess.
This young lady in the yard would like you to swing back and talk to her.
Okay, whatever. So I was like, all right, we can head over to last call. He's like, well, I got to go get an ATM, and here's what I want to do. If we get there and I get what I want out of the ATM, I'm going to give you $100 to sit and wait for me. We're going to go in, we're going to do our thing, and then I need you to drive me back afterwards. And I'm like, all right, dude, I'm on till 5 a.m., and if you rent me out, you know, they can't just tell me I have to give the money back. So, I mean, I'm yours until we're done. So we go, we hit an ATM, and he can't get any money out of it because he's at his limit. And he goes, all right, well, let's drive up and down, you know, US 1 and see if we can find a streetwalker. And like the other dude who's in here looks like a cop. Like he's in shape, he looks like a cop, and I'm like, dude, you look like a cop, man. And he goes, I know. You know how hard it is for me to score drugs when I look like this? I'm like, man, what did I get myself into? For those of you who don't know, I've never done a drug a day in my life, ever. Never once. Never even tried anything ever. I don't smoke. Never tried to smoke a cigarette ever. I don't drink. I think I've been drunk like twice ever, and like it takes like one margarita to do it, and I don't like that. I don't imbibe substances. Whatever. So like I really don't know what I'm doing in the drug culture. I don't know terminology. I know what I hear on cops and that kind of stuff, or what I hear from movies. And I know that's not right. Plus, I don't care. You know, even though the job I work at, I drive a cab and I work at a strip club. You know, heavy drugs, heavy drinking. You know, whatever. So we go and we drive around and we go by the area where all the hookers are normally at, and there's cops everywhere. So we're laughing about that, and he goes, well, let's go to the ATM again. Let's find something else. Let's go get something to drink. So he gets us all Gatorade and whatever, and then he goes, and this time he gets money at the ATM. So now he's all excited. He got like $700. I'm like, dude, where's the money coming from? So he's like, let's try it one more time. So we drive down Ridgewood one more time, and Ridgewood is the name of US 1 in parts of Daytona. It's got different names in different places. And I'm like, well, here's a fat girl. And there was a fat girl standing on the side of the road. You know, he's like, perfect, pull over. I'm like, all right, you cannot talk to her about any illegal stuff in the cab. I can't hear it. I can't know anything about it. Same with drug stuff. You got to do that outside of my... Jesus. You got to do it outside of my ability to know about it. That's the way it works. All right? I can't be an accessory to a crime. So, he's like, all right, yeah. So I pull over, and he hops out, and he leaves the window down. And he's like, you partying tonight? Which I guess, I always thought that meant, are you doing drugs? But I guess it means, you know, are you doing illegal activities of any sort? I'm such a square. So she's like, yeah. So they get in. He's like, she goes, I want cigarettes. So we go back to another convenience store. This is the third convenience store I've gone to now with these guys. Meter's still running. It's at like $30. You know, all right, whatever. You know, he peels off a couple more 20s. But at this point, he's like giving me like $120. You know, I mean, the meter's at $30 or something. So I'm like, fuck, hell yeah. And he goes, I'll give you more later. I'm like, dude, you don't have to, but all right, sweet, I appreciate it. So they go to a convenience store, and he goes in to get her cigarettes and a Coca-Cola. And the cop-looking guy and the girl are in the car, and he goes, do you get high? I'm like, get out, don't do it in the car. So they get out and they talk, and I guess they arranged for them to go get, you know, something. I don't know, and I'm glad I don't. So they get back in, and they go, okay, we need to go over here. So we go back over towards where I picked her up at, and go back in the hood. And yes, it's, you know, that's what we call the hood in the area, because it's low income, you know, high minority. Oh, hey, cool, I got the radio in. 11, Kmart. Go to some house. They go inside for like 30 minutes, drinking beer, and waiting, and all kinds of stuff. Finally, the drugs show up. Meanwhile, while I'm in there, somebody got carjacked and killed in the same neighborhood. Cops are all over the place. Crazy. So finally, I dropped them back off where I picked them up at. Ended up, he tipped me $120. All right. Tipped me at $120 on top of the $44 meter that it was at. Holy crap. And earlier in the day, I'd had 3 Arab guys pick me up and drive me to McDonald's, take me to McDonald's, and then they made me go in with them and eat while the meter's running too. Yesterday was a weird day, and today's Friday the 13th. So, but, you know, whatever. So, can't wait to find out what's going to happen today. Alright, so, for any of you who weren't corrupted, congratulations, I've hopefully corrupted you a little bit in my square way. See ya.